Good Monday morning, Mojo. It is Randy Byrd, and how are you doing? Man, I've got some things to report this Monday, July 24th, 2023. I'll start with the good. Reno golf tournament. I had a golf tournament called Strokers. It's like the 17th or 18th annual golf tournament in Reno. It's my favorite thing. I've been totally practicing for a month. I've been anticipating it, excited, booked my plane tickets. I mean, it was just Kirsty booked my plane tickets. Everything was like, I was so jazzed for this thing. I flew in a day early, even changed my plane ticket the last couple of days right before. Flew in Wednesday so I could play Thursday and practice with all the guys, kind of a skins game practice. Had seafood dinner, had oysters and sushi that night, and started gambling, playing poker that night, and felt little rough. So I went to the room and really didn't leave until last night when I flew home. I played golf Friday. I tried to play Saturday, had to leave and go to the ER. Actually, I got Vibrio from oysters. Go figure. I've always heard about raw seafood and you see the warnings and stuff, but I will never have another oyster in my life. I'm sorry if the oyster companies hear this and come after me. I'm telling you, I'll never have another oyster in my life. And man, I love oysters. I have oysters probably 12 times a year at least. It's one of my favorite things. Never happen again. I was close to death, man. They had to run all kinds of reports and tests and blood and urine and stool. And I'm not going to bore you with all the details and gross you out, but a lot of stuff. A full CT CAT scan with contrast, and found out that I had Vibrio. And then they were able to treat it with IV antibiotics and antibiotics I came home with. So, man, was that a tough one, though. It was great to see my old friends, though. I saw Brett, one of my buddies from Santa Rosa, and a bunch of other Gabe and his boys, and just really an amazing time. Didn't play very good golf, obviously, on Friday because I was just killed over, and my team was amazing. They were buying me Gatorade and like, we got to take care of this guy. He's our horse, right? So I wasn't the horse. I was the Shetland pony, maybe not even that, but pretty crazy. Golf, man. I got to lay in bed for 4 days and watch golf. That's literally, I didn't sleep at all for 2 days. Just, I'm going to bore you the details, but fetal position, 2 days. Brian Harmon, man, what an amazing win. Watching that, watched every single stroke in that golf tournament because I had nowhere to go. And I love golf, but I've never watched 4 days of a full tournament like that. And it was pretty good, man. But anybody watch that? His waggles, they're calling him 11, 12, 13 waggles every time. That would drive me bizarre. It'd make me crazy on so many different levels. And if I was behind him in a foursome, I'd probably have to jump holes and get ahead of that guy because it would drive me crazy watching him waddle. But he won the thing, and good for him. But man, it was painful to even watch on TV sometimes. But being behind him, there's just no way. My personality I'd jump 2 holes and I'd have to get out of there. But congratulations, well done. This first major win, that was pretty major. Real estate update. Let's just get all around the horn on this stuff. Real estate update. The market's really still hot. Low inventory. Rates are still really up there. We're under 7 now, but it's still, the rates are somewhere in that 6.75, 7% range. Buyers have kind of digested that 6 and 6.5 is normal for now. Same as it was when I got in the business 21 years ago, they were at 6. So we've seen this big cycle, but really 6 was good back then. But we'll see them come down. It's going to be a while. Inventory is what's driving this. There's just no inventory. And if it's priced right, it goes fast. You're seeing multiple offers. You're seeing all this stuff. And quite honestly, it's going to continue until I think we get out of this presidential election, personally. If the feds are talking the next couple of days, they're meeting again. They may raise the rates. I personally don't believe they will. If they do, I'll be surprised. But I've been surprised 5 other times. So it wouldn't really surprise me now what's going on with the Biden economics. It is just what it is. So they're trying to get in front of inflation, which is out of control, and you have the housing in the middle. So I think we stay the same for now, and I think the market stays relatively the same. A lot of people said we're going to recession, all these things last October. It didn't happen. It's being fueled by good job growth, and all these things are kind of contributing, but nothing's having a massive impact on the housing. So inventory is staying low. Prices are continued to increase. We're seeing a little tiny decrease in areas. And I mean, from 455 to 452. I mean, we're looking at like 1, 2, 3% is the most significant decrease I've seen in the markets that I represent, which we're about 13 markets. So speaking of 13 markets, I'm almost to 1,000 agents now. I have 961 active agents as of today. We've been between 960 and 977 over the last month or so, growing by about 23 agents in the last 30 days so far. We were 40 agents last month. And I'm looking to partner with people. I don't put it out there. If you've followed me for years, you notice I don't solicit or ask for people to let's talk about a business situation, but I'm asking you now because I think this is the best time to align with a company like EXP to look at the future. Look at the future for being a stock held company and look at the future of what's going on in the real estate industry. It's consolidating. You're seeing commission compression, both from the sellers to the agent and from the agent to the brokers. So you're seeing dual commission compression. You're seeing all these lawsuits come up that I think they're going to have teeth. One MLS in the nation already changed the rule saying you could put any amount of broker compensation for the buyers in there that you want to. That's opening the door for this 0% broker commission, meaning that somebody can put it on the MLS without offering any kind of commission, just $1, and it meets their guidelines. Why I say this is because there's so many changes in the industry. It's going to impact hundreds of thousands of agents. I think we're going to condense the industry from 1.6 million as a high to we're already down about 60 to 80,000 agents this year to date. I think we'll see that being in the 200,000 and 300,000 agent range in the next 12 months. So partnering with somebody like us that has systems and supports and coaching and mentalities and modalities and all these things are valuable. So if you're in real estate, shoot me a private DM. Let's talk about the opportunities at least. Keep me as a backup offer. And if you're not in real estate, get your license, get your real estate license. There's going to be tremendous opportunity ahead of you in the future. I've got multiple teams here in Corvallis, Albany, Oregon. I've got a team, Oregon Luxury Group. We have 2 teams in Northern California, one in Sonoma County, Napa, and one in Redding, and expanding. Just brought on a new partner in Red Bluff, brought in a new partner in Boise, just it's growing. But anyway, that's my little shameless plug for the day. Let me give you some of my market activities just so you can see what's going on. Active listings, 7,874, up 782. So we're up 10% in active listings. That's good. Pending sales, 3,768. That's down 73. So we're down just a little bit. Closed sales, 3,460, up 263 sales. So only about 6 or 7% up. Inventories sitting at 2.3 months of inventory, which is actually quite a bit of inventory considering there's not much inventory. So there's this pulling, tugging, tug of war between buyers and sellers right now. Sellers trying to maximize their value because there's no inventory, and buyers going, hey, the rates are high and the seller's out of whack a little bit. So there is this common ground that we're seeing with that. In our area, the average sales price is $560,000 here in the Willamette Valley of Oregon, and that's only off $1,000 from last year. Medium sales price staying right at $500,000, $499,900, and that's actually up $900. So the median sales price is increasing. So what all this means is Monday morning mojo. It means that the housing market is still strong. The housing market is, in my opinion, stable. We have this balance of a housing market. You have a buyer's market when there's over 4 months of inventory, and you have a seller's market when there's less than. And there's this buffer in the middle. Usually I look at 2 months of inventory is a good seller's market. When you get 2 to 4, it's kind of in that middle ground where we are now. And then over 4 months of inventory is a buyer's market. And I remember when we had 16, 18 months of inventory back in 2008, 9, and 10. So this is a really balanced market, but it's a market of strategic skills and really paying attention to what's happening out there. You've got to be data tested, know your numbers, know your data. You've got to have the tactics to be able to put in offers in this competitive market. If you're an agent that dabbles, if you're dabbling and you're trying to put an offer in every 2, 3, 4 months, you're going to get crushed. You're going to get crushed like us that are putting in hundreds of offers potentially. And, we're up to what's going on in the system, me in a coaching capacity. So when we look at this, the structure of these offers could be important. If you're a buyer, reach out to us if we can help you as well, because the buyer strategy is as important as ever. If you're a buyer in this market and your agent's not really savvy on what's going on in this market and understanding comps and understanding time on market and understanding all this fluctuations of things and the lending piece of this, the lending piece is as valuable as ever, right? Meaning the pre-qual, pre-approval, and all these processes, appraisal gaps, appraisal removals, appraisal contingencies. There's a lot of weird things going on in the contracts right now because of this wonky market. You need a good, solid person. And if you're looking at this, look at us to help you. We have referral partners all over. We're in almost 30 states now. So for instance, a buddy of mine needed something in North Hollywood. Bam, done. One of my teammates handled. We can handle referrals in 5 minutes, literally. So again, if you need anything, let us know. It's Realtor Randy, Broker Byrd, whatever you want to call me. I don't care. I'm half hood, half holy. It's all that matters. I'm feeling better. I got a little spunk in my step today after coming from near death this weekend. Yesterday morning was the first time I felt human after 24 hours on the antibiotics. And day 2 now, I'm, you know how it is after you've been on stuff for 2 days, you feel like you can conquer the world. I feel like $1 million, green and wrinkled. But anyway, I want to give a shout out to my buddies, Larry and Dennis, that were my partners in golf, that literally babied me along and gave me Gatorade and had me sitting in the shade and just took care of me crazy. I appreciate you guys. If you see this, mwah, love you. All right, man. Have a great Monday morning, Mojo. Rock the week. And if you need anything, reach out. I'd love to talk to you, whatever, man. And if you love your company, stay there forever. It's cool, man. We're still friends. All right. Anyway, peace. It's Randy Byrd out for now, but have a great Monday, great rest of the week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.